So I know you're talking about place value in your math classes. Today we're going to review the vocabulary, okay, the math language of place value, okay? So we have all of the words that we've been talking about. Let's read our learning target together, right? Are you ready? Students will use place value vocabulary to discuss and order decimals from least to greatest using a place value chart and checklist with a partner, okay? So before you work with a partner, we're going to do some things together, okay? All right, so remember, when we're talking about decimals, right, we have our whole number is to the left, right? And then we have our decimal or our fraction to the right, okay? To kind of help you today, I want you to think about money, okay? $1 is equal to 100 pennies, right? Okay, so 100, if we have 100 of these, we have one whole number, okay? So this represents one whole number. And then we have our decimal point, right? And then this is how much? What value, what place value is this? Good, 1/10, very good. And this is 1 out of hundreds, 100s, okay? So if we look at this, the money here, we have our dollar, our dime, and our penny. If we look at these blocks, okay, what is this decimal right here? What is this decimal equal? How many, what number is in the ones place? If we have 100, that's how much, how many whole numbers? 1, good, so that represents 1. Then we have our decimal, and then this is 1/10, very good. And this is 1, very good. So let's read it together. We have 1 and 11 hundredths, very good. 1 and 11 hundredths, great job. Okay, I want you to think about it with money. Sometimes it's easier, right? Okay, all right, very good. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you some sets of decimals, and together we're gonna order them from least to greatest, okay? Before we do this, though, let's go over some of the words that we've been talking about so we can just familiarize ourselves with it, okay? Let's look first. All right, right here. What's this word? Can we say it together? Good, digits, okay? Digit is any numeral from 0 to 9, okay? Remember, when we put our digit in different places, it changes the value, okay? Very good. All right, now let's look at place value, okay? Can you say it? Very good. Okay, so it's the value of a digit based on its position, okay? So a 4 here, is it, where's the 4 here in the what? Tens place, good, but if I put a 4 here, it's in the tenths. And if I put a 4 here, it's in the, very good, okay? So this side, these are the whole numbers, and these are our fractions, okay? They're smaller than a whole number, okay? These are our decimal fraction side, very good. Okay, so look right here. When we have a number or a digit, that's the first digit after the decimal point, we call this the what? The tens, very good. And this is how we show it in decimal form, and this is how we show it in 1/10, a fraction, and then this is how we can look at it in a picture, right? So 1 out of 10, okay? So right here, like this is 1/10, right? Good job, okay. So that is really helpful as well, okay? So for tenths. Now let's look at hundredths. You guys see this? Hundreds. Good, okay. Hundreds is in the what? Not the first, but the, what comes after first? Second. Very good. The second place after the decimal point. We have our hundredths. Okay, so 1/100th is shaded in here, right? 1 out of 100. And then this is what? 100th in what form? What form is this? This is a fraction. Yeah, very good, Nancy. I knew you knew what it was. Okay, so now it's really important that we know these two words. We've been talking about them, okay? We have least and we have greatest. Let's look at this one first. Can everyone say this? Least. Very good. This is when we say least, what's another word for least? Very good. The smallest amount or the smallest number out of all three. Okay? Who can raise their hand and tell me, why is this the least? Good. The whole number is 15. What's the whole number in these two? Yeah, it's the least out of all three. Very good, Esther. This has 15 as the whole number, and these two decimals have 16, right? So we know that this is smaller than the other two decimals. Great job. All right, now let's look at this word. What's this word? Greatest. Can everyone say that? Greatest. Good. How do we know that this is the greatest? They all have what in the ones? What's in the ones place? Yeah, they all have 4, the 4 digit in common, right? So we can't use that. So where do we have to look next to figure out? Yes, we have to go to the tens place. Great job, Donna. So we have to look. We have a 1 here, a 1 here, but look, there's a 2 there. So that's why 4 and 23 hundredths is what? The greatest, right? The greatest number out of all of them. Great job. Okay, so let's take a minute now to order some decimals. Okay, we're gonna put some decimals on the board and we're gonna order them. All right, I got them right here. Let's write them over here first. Okay, so here are my first set of decimals. I want you to look at them. Okay, can someone read that to me? Very good. You guys are doing great. 4 and 35 hundredths. Who can read this for me? Raise your hand. Who can read? Good job. 4 and 5 tenths. You guys are all saying at the same time. Here, let's look at the next one. I want one person. Who wants to raise their hand and help me? Yes. And 3 what? Very good. And then my last one. Kiesel, do you want to try this one? 4 and 5. And 53. What? Very good, very good, awesome. Okay, so now that we have all of these decimals listed, let's put these into our place value recording sheet, okay? This is gonna help us to better understand where everything goes, okay? So this one, we have 4 in the ones, okay? So 4 and 35 hundredths, okay? We have 4 tenths, right? And we have 4 and 3 hundredths, okay? And then we have 4 and 53 hundredths, okay? All right, so if we look at the ones, they all have what? The same 4, which is the same, good job, the same digit. They all have the same digit, so we can't really look at that, right? Because they all start with 4. But what place value do we have to go to next? Our tens. Okay, so let's see which number has the smallest value of tens. Good, this one right here. Okay, so our smallest decimal is 4 and 3 hundredths. Okay, do you see how we did that? All right, so I'm going to cross this out because we used it. I want you to look at this for a second. See how this is 4 and 5 tenths? There's nothing in the hundredth place. So in math, what should we represent? Nothing. Good. So I'm just going to put a little trace 0 in there just so you understand that that's 0. Okay? There's nothing there. Okay, so let's look next. Now we want to find what's the second number, the second largest number that comes. Oh, good. Look, because these are both 5 tenths. This is 3. So good. So 4 and 35 hundredths is going to come next. Great job. All right, I'm going to cross this out just so we have it out of our way. Okay, so now look. We have 4 and 5 and 50 hundredths, technically, yeah. 4 and 5 tenths. And then we have 4 and 53 hundredths. So what should come next? Okay, so let's see. What is more? This or that? What do we think? Yeah, because there's 3 more, right? Okay, good. So we're going to put 4 and 5 tenths. It comes here, and then we end with 4 and 53 hundredths, because that's the greatest amount. Does everyone understand that? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay, so now let's look at the next one, okay? This is another set of numbers that I want to show you. Okay, these are a little different, so look closely and take your time. Okay. What do you notice about these numbers? What do you notice? They all start with what? Yeah, they all have 0 in the ones place, okay? So these are all going to, when we start to order these from least to greatest, we have to look at our tens place first, okay? So let's put these on here. So this is 0 and 136 thousands. Good. Yeah, that's the first time we've done that. Yeah. And then this is what? 0. This is 5 tenths. Very good. And this is 36 what? Very good. 36 hundredths. And then we have, what's this?
0 and 9.
Good. 0 and 9 hundredths. Okay, so we have 9 hundredths there. All right. So 0 and 9 hundredths. All right. So we brought up the point that we all have zeros in the one places, so we have to start at the tenths. Okay, so I want you to look into the tenths column, okay? And I want you to tell me which column has the least amount, which number has the least amount in the tenths column?
0.
Good, right here. So our smallest number is going to be what? And 9 hundredths. Very good. Okay, that can be a little tricky sometimes, don't get tricked. Okay, now let's look at the next one. What number is the second smallest out of these?
1.
Good, the 1 is there, right? So the next number in our, from least to greatest would be 0 and 136 be careful, thousands. Very good, yeah. Because we're going all the way to the thousands in that one. Okay, now look, we have 5 tenths. And we have 36 hundredths. Which number is larger, 5 or 3? I mean, which number is smaller, 5 or 3? Good, so our next decimal in our order would be 36 hundredths. Great job. And then we'll end with 5 tenths. Okay? Don't let the numerals trick you, okay? Don't let them trick you. Okay? All right, because that can be tricky at times, all right? Because 5 tenths, think about it as a fraction, 5 tenths is larger than 36 hundredths, okay? That's tricky sometimes to think about. All right, very good. You guys did awesome. Okay, so now this is what I want you to do. I have some manipulatives here, okay? And I want you to try to order these numbers together, okay? And while you're doing this, I want you to use our place value vocabulary with each other, okay? You may say before, after, or in between, right? Okay? You might say, oh, I think this is the least and this is the greatest. Okay, try to use these words in English when you're sorting out these decimals, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put these in front of you right now. Okay, so we have all of these numbers, okay, these decimals. Okay, now, what I want you guys to do is I want you to think about least to greatest. So here, Donna, can you write least over here? Write the word least. Yep, you can write on here. Write least. And then over here, Esther, can you write greatest? Okay, and put an arrow. Good, perfect. So this is least, and that's greatest. Okay. So I want you to look at the numbers. Very good. Okay, now, together as a group, have a conversation. You can pick these up and move them, okay? It's a Post-it note. Think about, what are you gonna look at first? What place value are you gonna look at first to see how you can order them from least to greatest? Okay, we all have 5 in the ones, right? 5 is the whole number. So the next place we have to look is the tenths, right? Okay, So let's see, what's the smallest value in the tenth? What do you notice? Oh, okay, yeah, because this is 2/10, right? Put that like imaginary zero there, 2/10, right? So you think this should go here? Okay, so this should go, okay, before, right? Before any of the other ones. Okay, so put that there. Okay, what's next? Let's look at these. Make sure you're all talking to each other. What do you think?
5 and 2300.
Okay, you think that should go next? Okay, why? Let's see. Because they both have 2 in the tens, right? But then this one has 300ths, right? Is this smaller than 2500ths? This is smaller, right? Okay, so you think that should go next. Do you girls agree with her? Do you think that this should go next? This should be right here? Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so now look, we have 2 more left. Look at the tens place. What do you think? Which one do you think comes next? You think that one does? Okay, what number is this?
500.
Good. Okay, so you think this should go next, right? Or before this one? Okay. And so you think that, what's this number?
5 and 8900.
Good. 5 and 8900ths is the what? You think that's the greatest out of all 4? Yeah? What do you think? You think that's right? Okay. Great. You guys did awesome. You did great. Awesome. All right. So now that we did that together, I want you to get a pencil. Do you guys have pencils? Here, let me get you pencils. All right. What we're going to do next is we are going to split up into 2 groups. All right. So here, I'll have you together and you together. Is that okay? Okay. So what you're going to do with your partner is each of you are going to get a recording sheet. All right. And when you get this recording sheet, I'm going to give you a couple of different decimals. And I want you to put them into your recording sheet. And after you've done that, I want you to order them. You're going to try this by yourself. You're going to order them from least to greatest, okay, with your partner by you, okay? So let me give you an example. Esther is going to order her numbers first, okay? And while Esther's doing that, Yancy is going to have a checklist, okay? So this is going to go to you. Yancy's going to have a checklist right here. And Yancy, you're going to listen to Esther, and every time she says one of these place value vocabulary words, you're going to put a check in the box, okay? So if she says least, we'll put a check, okay? If she says ones or digits, we'll put a check, all right? Okay, so you're going to hold on to that, and you're going to have that. So she's going to have all of her numbers on here, and she's going to order them and tell her partner what she thinks is least to greatest. When she's done, you will check it over together. I'll come around and support you. And then you're going to switch and you're going to be the checklist person and she's going to order a different group of numbers, okay? So you'll each have a chance to order the numbers on your own, okay? It's really important though that while you're ordering your numbers, the other partner's listening to see and hear what words in English you're using. Does that make sense? Okay, great. All right, so what we're going to do right now is the 2 of you can sit anywhere you want in the desks around the room, okay? This one's going to be for you, and that one's going to be for you, okay? And then this one's for you, and that one's going to be for you. Make sure you have your pencils, and everybody's going to get a clipboard and a recording sheet. So here, you can pick who's going to go first, okay? So Donna, if you want to do this first, she'll have the checklist. Okay, so guys, right now, what I want you to do, everyone get a checklist. Here, put your partner's name on your checklist. So, Donna, you're going to write Cecil on yours, and you're going to write Donna on yours. Yancy, you're going to write Esther. Esther, you're going to write Yancy. Okay. Actually, write your name and then switch the papers. That's easier. Yeah. Okay. Here, you put your name. Put your name on there. Yeah, put your name there, and you put your name there, Donna. And then switch sheets. Sheets. Okay. Very good. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Here. Let me just take this. So you're gonna, and then you know who it is. Okay. So you put that there, and you do that there. Okay. All right. find a place around the room, anywhere you want to go, okay? Remember, we're using our place value vocabulary as you talk to your partner about what you're gonna do, okay? All right, get to work, okay? You can both sit in any desk you want. Okay, I'm gonna come around and help you, all right? And if you need some of these, you can take these as well, but I want you to look at your numbers and you're gonna order them, okay? Least to greatest, all right, get to work. First over here. You're gonna go first. Okay. So these are your numbers. Okay, here, you put your numbers over here. Yeah, you're not gonna worry about this right now. You're gonna be the checklist person. Okay, so you gotta record your numbers on there first, okay? Okay, record your numbers. Okay, so you're gonna go first and she's gonna be the checker. So you wanna record these numbers on here, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 5 numbers. Okay, so record those on there. This is for later. On here. So you're gonna, right now, you're gonna check off when she says these words, okay? And those are yours next. Okay. Make sure you're putting them in the right place value. Okay. So this is the what? The 10's good. The 1's very good. Great job. Make sure you line up everything correctly on your chart, okay? Nancy, do you want to just do your numbers right now? Here. You can just write them on here while you're waiting for her, okay? Okay, so go to the next one. Remember, guys, you're going to order them, so it doesn't matter how you write them. You're going to order them at the end. Remember, you want to talk to your partner and tell your partner what you're doing, okay? So I'm going to put this on here. So you have it. Okay. All right. So now, are you all ready? Okay. You're going to put yours away for now. You're going to do yours second, okay? She's going to go first, okay? So you're going to listen to her order hers, and if you hear her say any of these words, you're going to put a check, okay? Okay, Donna, you ready? Okay, start talking to your partner. Tell her what you think. And the least to greatest. Okay? Okay, so look at the digits, right? And these 10s and the 1s are all the same. Okay, so tell her what you're thinking, okay? So the whole number, so each decimal has the whole number of what? 20. Good. Okay, so what place are you going to go to next then? Oh, she said the 10s. Check that off. Okay. Put a check right here next to 10s. Good job. Okay. So you're going to go least to greatest. So explain to her, what do you notice in the 10th place? Yep, the least. Yeah, so which number has the least in the 10th place? Now look, this doesn't have anything here, right? But what can we put there? Because it's 0. It's a, yeah, it's a represent, okay? All right, so this is a 1, right? And that's a 1. Okay, so which number is the least amount to start? Okay, so say the full decimal. Okay, 24. Okay, good. And 24 and 1/10. Okay, yep. So good job. So you're gonna put that one for least, right? So put it up there. Okay, remember you're gonna go least to greatest. You're gonna write it. Okay, and then cross that out because you used it. Great job. Okay, who's talking right now? Who's the talker? Are you doing yours? Okay, oh, she's going? Who's the speaker first? You? Okay, so you're grading her right now, right? Okay, be careful, because look, watch. We're gonna do, okay, if you're talking first, ready? You have to write these from least to greatest up here. You ready? Okay, so all of your numbers have what? What do your tens and ones all have? 4 and 6. These are your whole numbers, right? So because these are all the same, where do you have to go to look next? What column? Good, your tenths. Okay, so check tenths because she said tenths. Okay. All right, so when you look at your tenths, Yancy, which number has the smallest amount in the tenths? Which number?
3.
Is 3 the smallest? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So which number is least? The least amount. Good. Okay, so you're going to write that here. Because remember, you're putting it across from least to greatest, okay? Yep. So write that number up there and then cross it out because you used it. Great job. Keep going. How are you guys doing? Okay, great. So you use this, right? Okay, so cross that out. Now, which decimal is going to come after this one? Okay, what is that? You say it to us?
1100
And that's going to come
after.
after this, okay? So put it there. She said after, so check after. Very good. All right, keep going. You're doing great. All right, okay, so Yancy, this is your first one. Okay, so cross that out. Cross it out. Okay, now which is the next one, the one that's going to come next? Okay, this has 3 and that has 3. So if these both have 3 in the tenths column, in the tenths place, so what do you have to look at next? You have to look at the what?
3 or
Ooh, she said hundreds. Check hundreds. Okay, so she said hundreds, so you have to look at the hundreds column. Which one is smaller?
3.
34 hundreds or 37 hundreds? Which one's smaller? 34 or 37? Yeah, so that comes what? This is gonna come, yeah, it's gonna come for, no, okay, we have the least amount, and then this is gonna come, not before, but, what comes? After, good, so put that there. She said after. Okay, good job. So put that.
which is
Very good.
the least.
Great job. Okay, so now what's gonna come
7.
after this? How do you say this?
That's a D.
Very good. Great job. You're doing awesome. Okay. How are we doing over here?
Oh.
Let's see. Very good. Okay. And then you have one number left, right? That's the what? It goes from least to good. So the greatest decimal is what? Very good. Okay, so you have all of them. Wait, did you write them? Okay, that comes there, and then what's the last one, the greatest? For what? Very good. Great. Okay, she said this word. She said greatest. Very good. You did great. You got it all right, huh? I'm so proud of you. Okay, now you're gonna switch, okay? So now you're gonna give this to her. Okay? And now Donna, you are going to listen to this one. Tell you everything about her. So okay, these are yours now. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, so remember you're gonna go from least to greatest, okay? Start off and look at see which one is the smallest amount or least, okay? We're gonna put it here. All right, are you guys switching partners now? Okay, great, awesome. Okay, Esther.
24 and 34,000? No, 100?
So now look, you're gonna order these in least to greatest, okay? So these all have what? What do these have in common? How are they the same? They all start with what?
20.
Yeah, 24 is the whole number. So where do we have to go next to see?
3.
We need to go to what column? The,
Then
oh, she said tens, good. So, okay, let's see what tenths, what number has the smallest tenths value?
1.
Good, 1 here, yeah. And then there's also 1 here, right? So remember, when you have a 1 here and you have nothing here, what can we put there that represents nothing?
0.
Yeah, so put a 0 there, okay? Good. Okay, so now let's look. Which is smaller, 10 or, 24 and 1/10 or 24 and 11/100? Which one's smaller?
24.
And 1.
110.
Very good, yep, so that's gonna be your first one, your least, yeah. Very good, good start. Cross it out after you use it, okay? Okay, so these are all the same. So now we have to look here. Which number in the 10th column is the smallest? Which one?
A small number.
Very good. Okay, so here, cross this out.
24.
Cross this out. You used it. Now look, what's smaller? Right? 34 or 37? What's smaller? Small 34 hundredths or 37? Which one's smaller?
It's this. Because 7 is.
Good. Yeah, so this one comes next, right? Okay. This is value. Very good. Cross it out after you use it. So this comes after this, right? Okay. Good job. Okay, now which one? Look at the tenths now. We have which one's the smallest? Can you tell me this? How do you say this decimal? Can you say the full decimal? How do you say it? Very good. Okay, so that goes there. Great job. I heard you say that. Okay. All right, let's see what we're doing over here. Okay. So we have this as the least, right? Okay, perfect. And now, okay, so now look, we have this. Now, which number is smallest?
This.
Okay, we did that one. Now look, we have another one with a 1. Is 1 smaller than 3? Yeah, okay, so that one should come after this one. Okay, so this one comes after that, okay? So let's cross this out so we don't get confused. So it goes 24 and 1/10 and 24 and 11/100, okay? Good. So now cross that out because you used it. Now what comes next? Cross this out. Cross this one out. Oh, good, 3, yeah. Cross this one out so you don't get confused. Cross it, yep. Just put a line through it. Yep, good. Okay, now be careful because remember, you aren't using this one yet, okay? So you still have it, okay. All right, now, you said which number has the smallest amount in the tens place next? Which one? Which one comes after this? Can you say this word? Can you say this decimal to me? What is this?
10.
20.
24 and 3400.
Very good. Great job. Okay, so that comes next. Very good. Okay, cross that one out and then look at your last 2 to see which one comes next and which one's the greatest. Okay, how are we doing? Very good. I'm so proud of you. Great job. Okay. Let me know when you guys are done. I'm gonna collect these, okay? I'm gonna collect these sheets so I can see what words you said and you used in your speaking, okay? All right. Very good. All right, everyone, come back to the table for a minute. Let's wrap up. I want to show you guys a little trick, okay? When you're done, come back over here. When you're done ordering your decimals, a little trick that I like to use is pretend I'm they're dollars, right? So here, I'm gonna take this one as an example. Okay, everyone look up here. This was Yancey's. Okay, Yancey had, she put from least to greatest, she put 46 and 2/10, right? She put 46 and 34 hundredths. She put 46 and 37 hundredths. She put 46 and 8/10, and then she had 49 and 9/10. Whenever you're done ordering from least to greatest, a little trick or a little tip that I do is I think about it as money, okay? Remember we talked about that in the beginning because of the decimal point? So look, $46.20 is smaller, right, than if you have $46.34, right? And this is smaller than $46.37. And this is smaller than $46.80, and this is your largest amount. This is the most money, right? $46.90, that's the most money. That's the greatest. We would want that, right? The most, okay? So it's just another way for you to check your work when you're done ordering, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, you guys did awesome today. I'm really proud of you. I heard a lot of great place value vocabulary.